Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Even though I posted my videos, my reviews of like Black Hat, Boy Next Door, and the Imitation Game like a couple days ago, I only recorded those like 2 weeks ago, and I forgot to keep posting them. Um, I have been very busy. I haven't been able to go to movies much at all. It's been very weird. This year's been very weird for me. Like that, I haven't been to the movies much as I usually am. I got a second job now, and I'm kind of working nonstop. I actually haven't had a day off like I think like 2 weeks. So that should tell you how busy I am. Anyways, uh, over the last couple of days, I went and saw 3 movies. Started to catch up on some movies I wanted to see. I hadn't got around to seeing yet. Um, the first one I saw was The Theory of Everything, which is the Stephen Hawking movie that's getting all these Oscar nominations and also, of course, is nominated for Best Picture. And it's usually my goal to see every movie uh, that's nominated for Best Picture. I've seen 6 of the 8 so far. This is the number 6. I only have 2 more to go. I don't know if I'll ever get to Whiplash. I know I can watch Grand Budapest Hotel, and I'll get a review for that sometime in the near future. But I don't know if I'll be able to see Whiplash or not. It's not coming to my theater anytime soon. I'm hoping it does because I want to see it. I don't want to see Whiplash really bad. Anyways, The Theory of Everything was a movie that when I saw the trailer for it, I was interested because I like Stephen Hawking. Even though apparently I'm one of the only people that knows who Stephen Hawking is. I'm not joking, people. If some people might be like, "What? What? You're fucking kidding me, right?" No. Apparently, there are a group of people that don't know who the fuck Stephen Hawking is, um, including my mother and the lady that sat behind me in the movie theater. Talked really fucking loud. Um, it's really weird. It's fascinated me. I was like, this could be an interesting movie. It could be a tricky movie. It's obviously like one of those movies you go, that's Oscar bait right there. Um, and also, I've been, like a lot of people, I keep hearing everybody say, Eddie Redmayne's gonna win the Best Actor award. I'm like, really? He should be beating Michael Keaton for the Best Actor award. Really? I have to see it to believe that. I was like, I got my opinion of like, I'm sitting there like up till I saw this movie. I'm like, I guarantee you, the only reason he's getting nominated is because he's playing Stephen Hawking. That's it. It's fucking Oscar bait at its finest. Like Matt McConaughey playing an AIDS patient last year. His main competition was the guy who was playing Solomon Northup in 12 Years a Slave. But like I said, I was actually interested. The movie looked interesting. It looked like it could be an interesting movie. Um, Even though it's a love story, I'm not in those kind of things. Of like, it could still be pretty good. Um, and you know what? I mean, it's one of those movies I have to say. I don't know what else there is to say about it that hasn't already been said. It is a good movie. It's a really good movie. Really well acted, really well made. There's not really anything I had no problems with it. I highly recommend it. Bye. No, I liked Eddie Redmayne in this movie. I did. I really did. He was really good. I'm not one of those guys. It seems like everybody's jumping on the bandwagon with this kid. I still haven't really. I don't see the appeal of him at all. But he is good in this movie. He's not a bad actor. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. Just don't really get the appeal of him at all. Uh, he is really good, and I give him a lot of credit because this this movie could have been offensive. Like his performance could have been offensive, but he does Stephen Hawking justice. What I mean by that is like there are parts of the movie where he has to pretend that he can't talk. That's really rude. I'm sorry, but he's trying to speak, and you can't really understand him. It's kind of like when Robert Downey, there's 2 ways he could have done it. He could have done it the way he did it, which was really well done, really well respecting of the Stephen Hawking, or he could have done what Robert Downey Jr. said in Tropic Thunder and gone full retard. I know. Lou Gehrig's disease is not mental retardation. I don't want everybody get on my ass about it, but like the way he talked, kind of, it could have. He had a lot of charm. He also brought a lot of charm to Stephen Hawking and stuff like that. He was really good. He was really charismatic. He played that role very well. Actually, I will say this: I don't think there's anybody else that could play that role better than Eddie Redmayne. He did a really good job. He can play. He's convincing as a nerd, like a physics nerd. Felicity Jones. I haven't seen her much, and she is very good. I actually thought she was probably one of the best parts of this movie. I actually thought her story was more compelling, a little bit, than Stephen Hawking's. Because, like, I liked that this movie does show. That's one of the things I really liked, was that this movie shows, like, the struggles that she goes through, not just him. It shows that, I kind of went into this movie thinking that they were still married. So, spoiler alert, they're not married anymore. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. But I like, you can understand her reasonings as to why she left him, and they amicably split up. But it's because she met another guy and stuff like that. He realized that she wasn't happy, but you see how that character gets to that point, and you can understand where she's coming from. I'm sure there's some people that actually could say that she's an evil bitch, but I'm not. I can understand where she went through what she went through. I mean, it was. I like that it showed her struggle about as much as his. This. I'm the only one, by the way, and this is gonna be kind of a funny, getting into a little funny territory, but I'm the only person that, during the movie, like, they kept having kids. Like, they ended up having, like, 3 kids. And, I'm sitting there. They have these kids while he still has Lou Gehrig's disease. I'm sitting there every time another kid pops up, thinking, how the fuck does that work? Like, how the fuck do they have sex? Like, am I the only one who was sitting there thinking that? I'm like, and I'm actually kind of, another thing I give props to this movie is, like, there's a scene where they question who is the father of the last child that they have together, like, because she starts the one choir teacher is in the picture now, and everybody starts questioning Jane, like, whether the father is actually the choir teacher, and it's never really specified whether or not it is or not, which I swear to God it had to be. Like, even I was sitting there like, wait a minute, like, how the fuck is that even possible? Like, he's like full blown in a wheelchair at that point, and like, he hasn't gone to computerized voice yet, but he's full blown in a wheelchair and barely can move. Although they do address that in one of the funnier moments, Stephen Hawking actually says literally that his penis still works. I'm not joking. That is a line in the movie. There are some generally funny moments in it. Like, when he gets his computerized voice and I swear he starts, like, quoting Dirty Harry with his computerized voice and doing stupid stuff like that. I forget if it wasn't Dirty Harry, I forget what it was, but I mean, this movie is really good. It is really good at the end of the day. It is a touching movie. It's really well acted. It's really well made. It's really beautifully shot. There's definitely a really beautifully shot movie. Beautifully directed and everything else. It's really well made. It was a packed theater. I went to the cheap theater to see it. It was a packed theater, which was kind of cool. Like I said, only thing that really annoyed the piss out of me, I'm not joking here, I had this older couple sitting behind me, and the lady behind, like, halfway when he gets his tracheotomy, she's like, is he dead yet? I'm not joking. They're like, no, hon, he's still alive. Oh, he really is? Like, fuck's sake. I almost forgot the guy was like he's 73. Jesus Christ! He only gave him 2 years to live. That's amazing. It's an amazing story. Like Stephen Hawking, the fact that he's the smartest man alive and he's still kicking, and it's amazing, man. His story is a pretty amazing one. I'm really not much else I could talk about with this movie, but other than that, go see it. It's a good movie. If you're like me, wanting to see all the Oscar-nominated movies, go watch it. It's worth watching. Definitely is. I'll be back with my other reviews in a little bit here.